Is Raees Shah Rukh Khan's comeback? Hello guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do a review of Shah Rukh Khan Raees, starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui as well, Mahira Khan, and directed by Rahul Dholakia. So the genre of this film is an Indian crime thriller film, and the movie was dealing about illegal liquor shipment, selling, and like Shah Rukh Khan was playing a bootlegger in this film. And I don't know, when we watched the trailer, we said it was probably based on a true person. So I don't know whether the director changed the storyline for this. So, in my opinion, Raees could have been better. It could have been better. I'm not saying it's bad. The movie was good to an extent, but there's some portion of the film could have been a bit better. Especially the writing and the screenplay of the film was a big letdown for me. So at the beginning, you saw those small kids which portray Shah Rukh Khan when he was young, and I think he did a great job. And then the movie was a little bit getting into the storyline, and it was still very slow. So we understood that it was in Gujarat, so everything happened in Gujarat, which is a state in India. And then there is some businessmen that do business with alcohol and liquor drinking, and these people were using kids and stuff, to get the merchandising throughout the state and to distribute them. And so the beginning was kind of slow. There was not really much on the storyline, and then towards the end of the first part, the story started to unfold and it was getting slightly better. But even though I was expecting a much more crisper storyline, a much more captivating and fascinating storyline, it wasn't there in this film. So before we start talking about the good parts of the film, let's talk about the flaws and the negative part of the film. So mostly what I didn't like about the film, as I said, is the writing and the screenplay. So I think that was the big letdown. The story could have been a bit better, of course, but the story was a bit draggy. It was draggy at some portion of the film. It felt like kind of boring. But then when Nawazuddin Siddiqui came into the play, his interest was very good. I really liked it, and I think he played the cop role to the best he could do, because he was there, even though it almost like Nawazuddin Siddiqui almost overshadowed Shah Rukh Khan. This film is all about Shah Rukh Khan anyway, but Nawazuddin Siddiqui played a pivotal role to face Shah Rukh Khan in this. And other flaws in this movie, as I said, is the editing. The editing wasn't so great. There's some flaws, and portion of the film wasn't smooth and seamless. Like you could see that it was badly edited, as well as that the songs as well. Some songs were not good. The only song I liked was the "Oh Laila" portion song, some singers by Sunny Leone, and that song was actually very suited and very well placed in the film during that interval sequence that led into like some big drama. So the songs was kind of a bit let down. And also another thing, as I said, the characterization of Shah Rukh Khan. So Shah Rukh Khan plays almost like a gangster bootlegger person, which is a businessman that deals with liquor and alcohol business. And the character was well designed, but some portion you felt like if he's a gangster, he needs to be someone like ruthless, someone that is very smart, that if he faced someone, he was able to kill him. They showed that at the beginning of the film, but it wasn't shown throughout the film, because they showed a side, like there's some side of him that it wasn't almost believable. Like you felt like, okay, he's not really a proper gangster. It's like some genuine person that helps his hometown, which is the state in Gujarat. I think the name is Fatehpur, I say, yeah. And so they could have done a bit better on the characterization of Shah Rukh Khan. Nawazuddin Siddiqui characterization was good. Again, they could have done a better writing on Nawazuddin Siddiqui portion. So what do you think on this film?
I mean, the movie actually portrayed is a little bit past time, like probably 1980s or 1990s.
The whole movie was happening in 1980s.
Shah Rukh Khan, as Harry said, is a bootlegger. Yes, what he do, he sell liquor or alcohol to his area and other areas in Gujarat, and he lives in a place called Fatehpur. He had a very hard time when he was in his childhood time, and then he grew up and he became a bootlegger. He actually worked for other people, but at the mid of the movie he became to be a businessman, and he wants to sell alcohol, which is, he was thinking business is business, even his alcohol business, but if it doesn't harm anybody, so I'm going to continue these things. At the meantime, he involved with politics. He involved with terrorists. Lots of reason. He was falling down from his business because he's trying to think to do a business which is maybe a good way to earn money, which is not a good way to earn money at the situation which is selling alcohol in his area. But he is trying to do that business and helping people that to make sure that people are happy. So he from that business he tried to do other businesses, but somehow politics involved in him, and somehow there's an international politics being involved in him. So that's the reason why at the end he was failing. So what happened? He became a threat for the government. He became a threat for the people and
For the policeman as well.
locally and internationally. So what happened that they have to take a decision. Either they're going to keep him or either they are not going to keep him. So that was the situation where the story ends. I'm not going to tell you what happened at the end.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil it.
This is what the story becomes. So government was thinking whether they're going to keep Raees or whether they're not going to keep, whether they're going to kill him.
So now let's talk about the good and the positive parts of this film. So what I really like about this film is Shah Rukh Khan's performance. So after a great performance from Fan, I wasn't expecting him to do another great performance in Raees. But in Raees, I think he did a very good job portraying a gangster, fearless, ruthless, someone that's very smart, that can do anything to do his own stuff. You know, like he wants to do something, he will do it somehow. And I really like that. And Shah Rukh Khan did an excellent job. There was also some, when he was angry, when he was emotion, it was very well done. Shah Rukh Khan is a great performance, we all know that. Another great part of the film is Nawazuddin Siddiqui. I think they casted the right person to portray the police officer without being too over exaggerated as a character as a police officer, but someone that can actually rival Shah Rukh Khan and face him in the right way without being too cliche or stereotypical. You know, this is what I really like. And Nawazuddin Siddiqui is a great actor. So as I said, the story was a bit draggy. It took time to establish itself. The second part could have been even better. The first part was okay-ish, but the second part could have been better. But towards the climax, I thought they've done a good job. So even though it took a little bit of time for us to get engaged into the storyline, towards the climax, and it's almost like a small twist almost, because no one was expecting this. Even though it was kind of draggy, the climax was kind of draggy, it was well done. So that's the problem where the director didn't do well. It's the writing of the film and the screenplay wasn't so engaging with the audience. Because at some point in the cinema, I was so bored and I was like, come on, let's finish the movie very quick. But because it was just so draggy and it was not that engaging. The storyline, as you say, the story is great. What you said about the motivation of Shah Rukh Khan and the fact that he's not actually a bad person. He's actually a person that wants to help his people. Even though he's doing liquor business, he's actually a businessman and he wants to invest all his hard-earned money to his people. And this is what I really like. He's actually creating a school and stuff like that. I'm not going to spoil too much. But so it shows that Shah Rukh Khan playing the Raees is actually a good person. But it's the writing. The bigger complaint about this film is the writing of the film. And also some songs. Some songs, I think they were almost like speed breakers. So you feel like they were not needed. It was almost like unnecessary. I'll also say the love story portion was also somehow unnecessary. Even though Mahira Khan was excellent in her role, I think she was playing quite important role in the second part of the film. At the beginning, it was almost like a useless romantic love story between them two. It's almost like unneeded. But again, it's a commercial film, so they had to incorporate all of this. But overall, as I said, the film could have been a lot better. It's not great. It's good. You can watch it once at least. So let's score the film. Asif, what do you want to give?
6.5.
Exactly. I'm going to give a 6.5 out of 10 for Raees. I thought I was going to give a 7, but I think 6. I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to give my honest and frank review 6.5 out of 10. I think that's for Raees. So guys, let us know what you think about this film. Tell us what you liked or what you didn't like about this film. Whether you guys will recommend this film for other people to watch it. Don't forget to subscribe as always. And for now, we are out.